Cryptos have just been sitting there, seemingly waiting for something to break, either upwards or downwards. It looks like consolidation, and we can't really reach any conclusions based on what we're seeing across the cryptos. I have Bitcoin up on the screen right now. This is the short-term Bitcoin chart, 15-minute view. And we can see, once I remove my drawings briefly, we had a nice rally that looked like the beginning of a 5-wave rally, but we stopped short. We didn't get that 4th wave consolidation and a 5th wave for a higher high. And we have fallen back in what looks like 3 waves down, but this looks a bit incomplete to my eyes. So if we put these drawings back on this thing again, for Bitcoin specifically, we had a little bounce. Is this the bottom? Do we have a slightly lower low? It's not obvious yet. And well, right now it is Sunday evening local time here in Texas. And oftentimes you see cryptos moving much more vigorously when the actual stock market is open. So we may see some action early in the morning. The same story holds true for Ethereum. We are up. We had a bit of a spike pullback all the way to 2485. Got a little scary. It looked like it was the beginning of possibly a lower low. We didn't get that. This also looks like possibly an A wave, B wave. Maybe we have a C wave. We could get all the way down to that red line at 2302. That was the low we hit on the 24th. But still, it's very inconclusive. I'm going to skip over to DASH real quick as well. I've been using this as my early indicator because DASH seems to move more quickly and seems to give us more of a clear indication of structure relative to even Bitcoin, Ethereum. So this would be a representative of the altcoins, in my opinion. And what we're seeing here is honestly less invalidation than pretty much any other crypto. We actually did get our 5 waves up in DASH, and it looks like we have an A wave down, B wave up, and well, it's a zigzag down. Does that mean it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Actually, that doesn't make sense as a count. This could be a 3rd wave down. We have a 4th, and then one more 5th wave down to complete the C wave. There's just nothing conclusive here. We have some MACD divergence, so nothing conclusive there. A couple of other cryptos that are following slightly different patterns. Link, Chainlink specifically, looks like we had a bit of a triangle formation here and have a spike down. This looks like a consolidation of some sort, possibly a triangle. We're probably going to have a little bit lower to go here, maybe down to $12 here. When we look at zoom out a little bit, that'll take us very close to invalidation for Chainlink at 1143. And looking at EOS, again, we're getting dangerously close, but this is what EOS is all about. You're always living on the edge. We're at 192. Definitely looks like it has a little lower to go before done. 186 would be the point of invalidation of this bullish wave structure. Although in EOS, this is interesting. We had a very sharp pullback. We almost invalidated already on March 7th, had a clear 3-wave bounce, A, B, C. I guess this is the last leg of whatever correction we're in. When we shift to the bigger picture in a second, we're going to see how things look there. So stellar lumens and similar story here. Looks like we have a little lower to go. And I'm going to look at in Bitcoin Cash Ethereum Classic. Those have been tracking along. Looks again like an A, a B, and probably an incomplete C wave. We've got a little bit lower to go. Same thing with Ethereum Classic. So those are some of that's kind of a small picture look, short term. So Bitcoin, if we do break, that purple box below us, nothing has changed in that regard. We have, well, that spike gave us kind of that rubber band stretch we need to spring us back down to the downside. So if we do get this lower low with the C wave, I think we have the setup for it. When we look at this thing a little bit closer, it looks like it could be a 1, 2, and we may be starting a precipitous C wave down. And if that is the case, if I build out this Fibonacci extension pattern based on what I'm calling 1, 2, that could take us down to, I'm going to estimate about the 1.618 to the 1.764 extension, just below $30,000 there. And if I look at this whole thing as an ABC, that will take us to about, if I estimate it, it's a very sharp, very intense B wave. That takes us to anywhere from 34.3 all the way into as low as 29,000. So it's targeting that same range in Bitcoin. Again, upper 20s range. Not sure we're going to have enough fuel, enough bearish sentiment to get us all the way down into the lower targets of the box. And the same applies in Ethereum. If I build some fib sequences out here, which I have on the bigger picture scale, time scale, if I do that here, assuming this is maybe it's this could be a 1, this could be a 2, which would mean we have another 3, 4 to finish, or this is an A, B, and a C in the form of an ending diagonal. This fifth wave would be a 3-wave form. So again, if that is what we see, this is what it would look like. Here we go. A, B, and maybe a C takes us into the box somewhere down here. And based on the fib extensions that I just built up over here, take us to 2143 maybe. That would actually be just about where we hit our low on January 24th for Ethereum. We could go as low as 1723. That's the 1.6 minute extension. So those are all very healthy pullback targets that would give us a more complete pullback overall in our big picture. And the same goes, I'm not going to do all the fib extension calculations for all these other altcoins, but we're getting very close to their target boxes. I don't have one drawn on here for Ethereum Classic. Here, let me shift over to this picture. So our red line was, I believe, the ideal target. Could go as low as 1425. So if we break that red line, could drop below 1425 there. Litecoin, same kind of thing. So all these are, again, getting near that box, but we still have yet to invalidate anything, because until we pull back below our February 24th or 22nd lows, there's really nothing invalidated. In the case of Ethereum, will be January 24th, I believe, is what we just looked at. So we're getting close here. If you're looking to buy, that could be a good dip buy opportunity. The way this relates to the stock market itself, the S&P 500, is that we may have a lower low coming in the S&P 500. So we'll either have a pretty ugly Monday coming, Monday and Tuesday, or we're going to tear the other way. And I mention that because we've been seeing some correlation between cryptos and the stock market. People are going to tell me that, oh, the stock market crashes, so the cash goes in cryptos, or vice versa. I don't personally believe that. However, I do think the sentiment is tied. Whatever sentiment is driving these sectors, as well as energy and other commodities, is also, it also appears in the patterns you see even in cryptos. Now, extending on that point, I will probably start presenting some Dow Jones Industrial Average Fibonacci patterns. They seem to fit the patterns a little bit more cleanly. So look out for those. Subscribe so you don't miss those, because I do cover things other than cryptos. If you've been keeping up with me, I've released some stuff on commodities, silver, and uranium. Might be some other things in the pipeline like copper and maybe oil itself. We're going to be watching this closely. If you've enjoyed my video, don't forget to give me a like. We will have some educational content in the pipeline pretty soon. So until next time, thank you for watching and happy trading.